Mr. Bailey, and welcome to Tech Class. So one part of technology is computer coding. Computer coding is telling a computer what to do. Now, of course, you can't tell a computer what to do unless you can speak its language. That's why computer coding is so amazing. Not only can you make programs, video games, applications, but you can play the programs, use the programs, and make money with the programs. There are a lot of jobs that are utilized with computer coding, but on top of jobs that are utilized with computer coding, there are a lot of businesses that are started with computer coding. I'm at the Sierra Nevada Corporation in Ohio. Sierra Nevada Corporation is a company that is focused on the defense of the United States of America. Of course, they use computer coding. But before we can talk about computer coding and programming, I gotta talk to you guys about the vocabulary. Now, there are a few words that you must know when talking about computer programming. Some of those words include algorithms. Algorithms are step-by-step ways of solving problems. Every day, the Sierra Nevada Corporation solves big problems that the country might have. And they do it through technology and programming. Another word that you gotta know is debug. To debug is to correct code. Sometimes when we speak a code's language, we might not speak it perfectly. And if you don't speak the code of programming for the computer perfectly, then the computer won't act the way you want it to. The next vocabulary word that we need to know is syntax. In a computer language, the syntax is the set of rules that define the combinations of symbols that are considered to be a correct sentence. Okay, so our words are coding, syntax, algorithms, and debug. If you know these words, you're going to be on your way to becoming a master coder. Now let's do some programming. We're going to do our first lesson at code.org. Code.org is a spectacular website that can help you learn how to code in a language called Blockly. Blockly is a language that's used by such universities as Harvard, Stanford, and even MIT to help students begin to learn how to code. Okay, so let's get into it. First, we're going to click on Learn. If you're signed in, you're going to need to sign out so that you can do today's lesson. Click Learn. And then scroll down to where you see Minecraft. Click on Minecraft. And we're going to do today's Minecraft Voyage Aquatic. Code.org has spectacular explainer videos. I'll let you do that and watch it on your own. And I'll show you how this thing is done. So let's get started with a sprite. I'll choose Steve. Once I choose Steve, we'll read the instructions. It says you need supplies for the voyage ahead. Collect a boat from the chest. It's very important that you read those instructions. If you're having problems reading anything on the screen, please get a parent, guardian, or a responsible adult to help you read it. So we have Steve on our play area. In our play area, we have the run button. And right now, we have some code already laid out for us in the workspace. If we click run to see what Steve does, he won't accomplish what he's supposed to do, which is collect the boat from the chest. So let's reset that. And we need to count the blocks that it takes Steve to get to the chest. If you look closely, you'll see that there's a square. And if we count those squares, 1, 2, it takes 2 spaces for Steve to get to the chest. So we want Steve to move forward twice. Since a move forward block is already here, we're going to get another move forward block so that we have 2. Once we click run, Steve saves the day. Now he has a boat. We're going to show the code so that you guys can see exactly how this would have been written in JavaScript, a code language that is used for many different types of programming software. On our second level, it tells us that boats are much easier than swimming in open water. Head to the end of the dock to hop aboard. We need to count the squares again to make sure that Steve doesn't fall into the water. There it is, 1 square right in front of Steve. So if we move forward once, Steve will still be pointing upward or forward. So we need Steve to turn. Now he can turn left. Put your left hand up to see which way Steve will turn. Or he could turn right. Put your right hand up to see which way Steve would turn. Yes, Steve is going to turn right. So let's go ahead and put a move forward block to get Steve here. And then we'll get a turn right block to turn Steve towards the boat. We have some more blocks to count. Let's see how many blocks it takes for Steve to get to the boat. 1, 2. So let's put 2 move forward blocks right below turn right. 1, 2. When we click run, let's watch what happens. We might not get it right every time, but that's how learning is done. You might get it wrong the first time, but we learn and we grow. Let's show the code of how that was written in JavaScript. This code tells computers what to display on the screen. Everything you see and do in Minecraft also starts with lines of code like these. Okay, now we're going to grab the oars and pilot our boat across the open seas to catch the cod. But is it really going to be fun to watch me do it? I want you to do it.
Now, once you finish coding, that's not the end. You can find algorithms, syntaxes all around you. Try baking a cake with mom and dad, or following instructions. Take your whole family, put them together, and give them a set of instructions to follow to accomplish a goal. Now, the power is in your hands.